Good morning. This is your AI News Bulletin for June 21st, 2026. Here are today's top stories, leading off with a high-profile talent move from DeepMind to Anthropic. John Jumper is leaving Google DeepMind for Anthropic after nearly 9 years. The Nobel Prize-winning AlphaFold leader announced the move on Friday. The Atlantic has published a searchable database of music datasets used to train AI. The reporting points to 4 datasets, including 2 with 12 million and 9 million tracks. Wired reports that Apple's new Siri AI feels more conversational and more useful in early hands-on testing. The assistant is set to roll out publicly later this year with iOS 27. Jio's IPO filing says its in-house JioBrain platform may be offered to other telecom companies. The filing also describes AI use across network operations and customer services. Inc. 42 says Indian startups raised $426 million across 19 deals in the June 15th to 19th week. AI was the most funded sector, led by Sarvam's $234 million Series B. Signal President Meredith Whittaker says AI chatbots are not your friends. In a Bloomberg interview, she warned that agent-style assistants would require very broad access across personal apps and data. Former OpenAI employees have launched In the Weights, a site that checks how well different models can recall a person by name. It compares answers across systems like GPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, and Llama. TechCrunch's AI coverage page continues to collect the latest company, policy, and product stories shaping the sector. Today's list includes talent moves, privacy warnings, and new consumer AI tools. Now let's go deeper on today's top 3, starting with our top story. John Jumper, the DeepMind scientist best known for leading AlphaFold, says he is leaving Google DeepMind for Anthropic after nearly 9 years. Jumper shared the announcement on X and thanked DeepMind chief executive Demis Hassabis for backing him early, saying Hassabis let him lead the AlphaFold team just 6 months after he finished his PhD. Jumper and Hassabis shared the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2024 for AlphaFold, the AI system that predicts the 3-dimensional structure of proteins from genetic sequences. The significance here is not just one executive changing jobs. This is a high-profile research leader moving from one top lab to another at a moment when competition for elite AI talent is intense. TechCrunch also notes that Jumper was a key member of Google's coding tools effort, and this comes in the same week that Noam Shazir is reportedly leaving DeepMind for OpenAI. Going forward, this adds to the sense that frontier labs are competing not only on models and products, but on who can attract the scientists with the strongest track records in breakthrough research. Next up, The Atlantic has made public a searchable database covering 4 music datasets that have been used to train AI systems. According to the reporting, 2 of those datasets are especially large, with roughly 12 million and 9 million tracks, while 2 smaller sets still contain more than 100,000 songs each. The reporting says the datasets have been downloaded thousands of times. It also says Google and Stability have both acknowledged using some of them in research papers. What makes this notable is the visibility it gives to training data that has usually been hard for artists and the public to inspect. The report says 3 of the datasets are distributed as lists of links to songs on platforms like YouTube or Spotify, and that developers often use automated tools to pull the audio itself. Some of those tools can bypass logins, ads, or other platform mechanisms, raising terms of service questions on top of the licensing issues. The forward read is straightforward. Expect more pressure for transparent training data disclosures, especially in music, where copyright, platform rules, and commercial licensing are all colliding at once. And finally, Wired spent time with Apple's new Siri AI in a developer beta and came away saying the assistant feels conversational, more present across the phone, and actually useful. In the test, Siri handled travel-style questions, suggested nearby places, and followed up in short, scannable answers instead of long responses. Apple says the new assistant will arrive later this year as part of iOS 27. Wired also reports that Siri now draws on personal context from messages, photos, and email. and can work across apps rather than staying inside a narrow voice command box. A key detail is the underlying setup. Wired says Google's Gemini helps power the model behind Apple's updated assistant, while Apple continues to frame the system around its private cloud compute privacy approach. There are also hardware limits. Wired reports that every iPhone 16 and 17 model will run the new Siri, but only some newer devices will get the full feature set. The bigger takeaway is that Apple appears to be moving from a basic voice interface to a personalized AI layer across the phone. The real test will come when this leaves beta and reaches everyday users at scale. Stepping back, today's stories point to 3 pressure points in AI right now. Talent is concentrating at a few top labs, training data is getting harder to keep opaque, and consumer assistants are becoming more deeply tied to personal devices and services. That's your AI News Bulletin for June 21st, 2026. See you tomorrow.